Welcome. This is a gentle yoga routine to help release stagnant emotion and to help create space for new beginnings. In this class, we will be using one yoga block, and if you are feeling a bit tense today, feel free to have a few pillows around. If you don't have a yoga block, grab a pillow and use that instead. Go ahead and grab what you need, and we will meet back here on the mat. Let's begin laying, hugging the knees towards the chest, as close as you can comfortably get them, giving yourself a hug here, setting an intention to be kind to yourself, to honor the body and listen to the body throughout the practice. Know that where you are is exactly where you need to be. Planting the feet and allowing the knees to fall open, bottoms of feet to touch for supine butterfly pose. Right hand rests on your belly, left hand resting on your heart, using your breath and your heartbeat to help you stay present if you feel the mind begin to wander. Option to place pillows underneath the knees for added support and height. And wherever you are, we'll draw the breath into the belly. As you exhale, softening the groin, the outer hips, softening the toes and the ankles, allowing the knees to be heavy. Notice if at any point you start to lift the knees. Just begin to work with your breath once again, using your inhales to create space. Exhales to sigh out any tension within the body. And we'll gently release, lifting the knees, rocking the knees side to side, seeing how low you can get the knees here. Finding stillness and allowing the knees to rest against each other. With each exhale, allowing yourself to fully surrender, observing your sacrum, connecting with the mat. On your next inhale, taking your time, make your way up to tabletop pose, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, dropping the belly, gaze up for cow pose. Exhale, rounding through the spine, gaze down for cat. Continue syncing breath with movement, moving at your own pace. And now beginning to find a connection with the body here, finding some organic movement, or like I'm doing, some spinal waves. Feeling the body as you move, acknowledging any unfamiliar corners of the body. And we'll come back to our tabletop, tucking the toes, sending the hips up for down dog. Walk it out here, letting the head be heavy. On an inhale, rounding through the spine all the way to plank, shoulders over wrists. Option to plant the knees lower halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for up dog, gentle back bend, opening the chest. As you exhale, coming right into your down dog. No worries about your alignment, just allowing the body to get familiar with the pose. Inhaling, the left leg reaches up. As you exhale, plant the left foot between the hands. Inhale, lifting all the way up for high lunge. Hands reach up overhead. Embracing the wiggles. We'll take a few hops here as you exhale for warrior 3, raising the right leg, hands reaching by your hips. It's okay to fall out of the pose as long as you try, so just enjoy the journey. It's how we get stronger. Take your time here, grounding into the four corners of the left foot. As you inhale, bending the right knee, lifting the torso, grabbing the inside of the right foot. Option to take your left hand at heart center or reach it up overhead. Beginning to hinge forward, pressing the top of the right foot into your hand for dancer pose. Stopping wherever you feel your best. You don't have to go too deep into the pose today. This is a moment to explore what feels best for you. A little bit of a challenge, but you also want to feel good. Gently hinging all the way back up. Inhale, right knee to chest. Hands reach up overhead. Exhale, warrior 3. Take your time here, full breath. As you exhale, plant the right foot for high lunge. Full inhale. As you exhale, plant the hands, take a vinyasa, plank chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Walk it out, take a moment. And when you're ready, right leg reaches up on an inhale. On the exhale, plant the right foot between the hands. Inhale, lifting all the way up for high lunge. Embracing any shakes. Taking a few hops if needed. As you exhale for warrior 3, raising the left leg, hands reaching by your hips. Grounding into that right foot. As you inhale, bending the left knee, lifting the torso. Grabbing the inside of the left foot. Begin to hinge forward, pressing the top of the left foot into your hand for dancer pose. Using this time to observe the right foot grounding into the mat and keeping your focus again on something that's not moving. And we'll gently hinge back up. Inhale, left knee towards the chest. Hands reach up. Exhale, warrior 3. Full inhale. Exhale, plant the left foot. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, placing the left knee between the hands for pigeon pose. Modify with a pillow or block underneath the left hip if needed today. Resting upright or begin to fold forward, stopping wherever you feel that stretch. Drawing the breath into the belly, expanding the lower back with each inhale. So feeling the waistband of your pants getting tighter here with each breath. As you exhale, softening the feet, the ankles, the knees, allowing the hips to be heavy. And we'll gently release, coming right into your down dog. Take a moment to check in with the legs. On an inhale, right leg reaches up. Exhale, pigeon pose. If this does feel too intense today, no worries. Modify where and when needed. Resting upright or take a fold. Creating space with your inhales. Exhaling to completely let go. and we'll gently release, coming right into your down dog, using a bit of your core. Take a moment here, walk it out. We'll go ahead and plant the knees, sending the hips towards the heels, forehead or cheek to the mat for child's pose. Drawing the breath into the chest. Exhale, softening the shoulders and the upper back, allowing the arms to be heavy, hands to be heavy. Drawing the breath into the belly once again, really expanding the lower back and the side body with each inhale. Exhale, allowing the hips to be heavy. On your next exhale, begin to walk your hands towards your left, as far out left as you can comfortably get them. Drawing the breath into the right side body, so feeling that right rib cage expand with each inhale. And with each exhale, doing your best to sigh out any tension in the shoulders, the upper back, observing the stretch wherever you're feeling the stretch. And we'll inhale back to center, and as you exhale, walking your hands towards your right. This time drawing the breath into the left side body, expanding the left rib cage, creating space in the upper body. Exhale, softening the arms. No tension in the upper back and the shoulders. Inhale, coming back to center, we'll round up one vertebrae at a time, letting the head come up last. Take your time here. Resting the hands on your thighs, no tension in the shoulders, acknowledging how the body feels. And when you're ready, grab your block and come to your back. Placing your block on the lowest setting underneath the hips, so having the tailbone in the center of the block. And if you don't have a block, you can substitute the block in this pose for a few books. So just make sure the books don't really move, they're nice and sturdy. And wherever you are, beginning to draw the breath into the belly. As you exhale, softening the mid-back and the lower back. As the spine starts to find its neutral position, you may notice the pose gets slightly more intense within the hips and the lower back. You may notice digestion happening in your belly, so just taking a moment of stillness as we acknowledge all the subtle sensations that begin to surface and all that have been here all along. As we become more present, we become more aware of the energy, vibration, and subtle movements within the body. These need no reaction, just observation, acknowledgement. And you have the option to rest here or begin to rock the knees side to side, rolling over the glutes. And when you're ready, remove the block, resting the hips on the mat, hugging the knees towards the chest. Notice how the lower back and the sacrum feel. And we'll release, now placing the block along the spine on the second highest setting. I like to come to my forearms and just adjust the block as I begin to melt over, taking the crown of the head to the mat. Now, if you don't have a block for this pose, go ahead and fold a pillow or just stack a few pillows and place it underneath your back and head. This is also a gentle variation of the pose, so if it does feel too intense with the block, feel free to opt for a pillow instead. Wherever you are, this time drawing the breath into the chest, maybe feeling yourself lift as you inhale. Maybe the ribs begin to expand with each breath. As you exhale, completely surrendering, allowing the ribs to soften. Arms become heavier. Hands become heavier. Continue drawing the breath into the chest, surrendering deeper with each exhale, even if it's just for a moment. It's a moment towards deepening your awareness, that connection to the vessel that houses you every single day. And we'll gently release. Take your time, coming all the way back down to your back, hugging the knees towards the chest. Notice if the breath is a little more fluid. Maybe you feel less tension, more free. We'll go ahead and plant the feet, crossing the right leg over the left. Back stays flat on the mat as you drop both knees towards your left for a supine twist. Elbows in line with the shoulders. Option to place pillows underneath the knees and the right shoulder for less intensity, less of a twist. Listening to the body. Know that you are exactly where you need to be. So in time, we will get there. Working through the body, notice where you're holding any tension and working on those areas using your breath, your inhales and your exhales. And we'll gently release, switching sides. And checking in with the body, surrendering with each exhale, softening the ribs, the shoulders, the ankles. Release, hugging the knees towards the chest. Grabbing the outer edges of the feet. Resting here or open the feet for a happy baby. Option to find a gentle rocking motion here. Release. One last hug. Of course, you can never have too many. And when you're ready, we'll take the feet to the bottom of the mat. Hands to your sides, palms facing up. Preparing for Savasana. Taking this one moment out of our practice to just be. To be here now with the body, the breath, and the mind. And it's fully relaxed and present state. Learning to embrace what is. We'll work through the body, from the crown of the head to the root of the body, the feet. Beginning to soften the forehead. Keeping a gentle gaze with the eyes, or begin to close the eyes. Softening the jaw. No tension in the back of the neck. Drawing the breath into the chest. Exhale, softening the shoulders, allowing the arms to be heavy, hands to be heavy. As the body begins to drift off into a blissful, relaxed state, you may notice the hands beginning to tingle or become numb. This is completely normal. Just be. No forcing here. No craving to good or bad. Just be. And we'll draw the breath into the belly. Biggest breath you've taken today. Exhale, softening the mid-back and the lower back. Once again, allowing the spine to find its neutral position. As the spine begins to relax, the hips may get slightly heavier. Begin to observe the sacrum and the hips, connecting with the mat. Softening the knees and allowing the feet to be heavy. Just like the hands, you may notice the feet becoming numb or tingly. Make no attachment to this sensation, but acknowledge the body and its fully relaxed and present state. Slowly begin to wake up the body, wiggling the fingers and toes, rocking the head side to side. Rolling over towards your right. Full inhale and exhale. Gently come to seated. Inhaling, hands up overhead. Exhale, heart center. Thank you for joining. Namaste. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it below, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates on future videos and live streams.